Sup, my dogs? Welcome to Malamations, and I am Joshua. As you guys can notice, I have a little redesign, just trying some stuff out. But anyways, let's go to the main point of this video. So you guys are wondering what this video is. No, it's not clickbait. It's partially true. I did broke into a car, but this car was my dad's, so take that. Okay, so pretty much this time when I broke into this car was the day at the Comic-Con. And after the Comic-Con, if you guys watched that video already, I decided to drive into this other town and check out the store to see what they carry. Just browse around and such. Well, I made some plans to meet up with my dad and my brother and my brother's wife, wink wink, to have dinner at one of the restaurants there. But the thing is, when I was checking out the store, I stayed in the car and checked out my D&D minifigures, from the con, just checking out my merch. And once I got the phone call from my dad, he said, we'll be there in 20 minutes. I was like, okay, that gives me some time to look around in the store because I haven't looked in there yet. Walked out and closed the door. And just till 2 steps, I was like, wait. The keys are not in my pockets. And that's when I rush back, look around where I see what happened to the keys. I found them in the cup holder. And that's it. And of course, I know you guys thinking, Joshua, why on earth were your keys in the cup holder? Well, the simple answer really is that I was a little bit distracted and didn't bother putting the keys in my pockets. So that's pretty much what happened and created this whole loophole. But as we move forward, I try checking out the doors. Stereotypical thing. Yeah, right. But then I called my dad to tell him because currently this is his car. And I know you guys thinking, wait, do you have your own car since you're 20? I'm like, yes, I do. But it's going to Texas and we're planning a trip. So wait for some travel videos soon. Foreshadowing. But yeah, so currently I was using my dad's car during this weekend to go to the Comic-Con and now to meet him up at a restaurant. But the thing is, I have 20 minutes. So, of course, when I call him, the phone was not even ringing. So, of course, since it wasn't ringing when I was calling my dad, I called him 5 times and no buzzing. It's like keeps cutting off. Now it's like, okay, he might have a bad signal. Then I call my brother. Same thing. I think what happened is that somewhere in the mountains, because they went out to go shoot out some firearms, pew, 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 at this gun site that's literally on the edge of some mountains, which is a cool place, actually. It was pretty fun going there when I went there for my brother's bachelor's party. But this part, it was not what I want, because I want to give them an update so they can head over here and help me out to see what they can do. But the mountains were allowing it because they keep cutting off the signal. So I went to the next research. I YouTube how to break into vehicles. Now, just kidding. I didn't YouTube how to break into vehicles. I just YouTube how to get into this car model when my keys are locked inside. And found an 8-minute video and got 2 options. And the first option was, of course, that I was managed to find is, of course, use your shoelace. Which, wait, my character doesn't wear any shoes. Hang on. There we go. I'm just going to use this string for a shoelace. That is mostly slide it between the door and try to hook the shoelace on the pin to pull it up. So that way it can unlock the door. The thing is, my shoelace is not long enough to reach hinge. Which, fun fact, I wear size 9 shoes. So if there's any detectives, now you know, that's helpful. I made one step easier for you. Just in case I commit a crime. Just kidding. Like breaking into cars. But, yeah, if I was a size 12 shoe, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a problem. Luckily, I was parked in a grocery store, and I went over to the store and got a pack of wire coat hangers. I wanted to buy one, but they weren't selling any single wire coat hangers, so yeah, that's what happened. So I went to the car, untangle it, and managed to wedge the wire between the window and the weather seam and the door frame. Because that one I was going to hook. But a little side note I forgot to mention, I was still in my Superman Clark Kent costume. Well, without the vest and the white button shirt and glasses. Pretty much you're just watching a Superman trying to break into a car here. That's not good. Sorry, Superman. I was a bad name to be a super. But anyways, is not we, but I ended up getting the car to unlocked, which I was like, yay, high success. But wait, just a little bit of the video left. Because what happened was that right when I finally got the pin to pop up, then this happened. Hey, you're breaking into a car? What? No, I locked my keys in the car. Luckily, this was a young couple, and they literally just pulled in right in front of my car. And the thing is, I was trying not to look suspicious breaking into a car because I don't want anyone to know I'm breaking into a car, even though I locked the keys inside my dad's car. And that was just, ugh. So, yeah, luckily, they just ignored me and just walked off. They probably told the store, but it's too late. I was gone and had the Baconator. So, but anyways, that was hilarious. Fun little side story of me of getting into my dad's car after I locked the keys in. So yeah, that word of advice: if you want to do a crime thing, do not dress up as a superhero. Just telling you that. But yeah, stay tuned.